I'm confused. I'm shocked. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what's more, Arsenal potentially losing the league or Spurs getting relegated. I don't know what's more of a shock value. I don't know which one has me more. Woo! You know what I mean? I truly don't know. I thought this season was going to end in a way where we looked at Man City and said, well, yo, Pep had a crazy run. If it is his time to go, then he did his thing. New manager needs to come in and rebuild them. And now all of a sudden it's like, hold on. Pep Guardiola might be able to leave City if he wants to leave City with another trophy. Or hold on, Pep Guardiola still got it in him. Hold on, Pep might go another 4 years. Hold on, Pep boom, Pep this. And Arteta out. Right? That's how quick the season changed. Guys, I'll be real with you. If Arsenal bottle this league, there's no, listen, I don't want to see one more person defend Arteta. I don't want to see it. It can't happen. It's not allowed to happen. If they bottle this, there is no defending Arteta at this point. I know there's many fans that are Arteta in, and even when things got bad, they were Arteta in, and I respect that, and I got to tell you were right. But now, if Arsenal had this entire season in their hands, at their palms, ready to take this thing, and somehow they choke it, we have to have a serious conversation about Arteta, and not just Arteta, but the way this team crumbles. We have to have that conversation, right? But one thing that's had me completely puzzled is since last night, I've been sat here and laying on my couch and laying in bed, and I've been thinking to myself, when did Arsenal become so hated? But I don't even think they're hated. I think people just like to laugh at them. You know, when you're like the person, there's a person in your class that's considered the class clown, and they're going to do like a funny joke or do something funny that everybody's going to laugh at. And you never really know if they're laughing at them or with them. You never really know. Arsenal's like that. Arsenal's the type of team that everybody they want their entertainment for the season. And they use Arsenal's like downfalls as they entertainment. That's what it feels like. And if you don't believe me, I will prove it to you. This goes on to social media when they're down 3-0 to City. Oh no, we're losing to Man City. And it's David Luiz in the Chelsea shirt, on the floor laughing. This gets 2.2 million views and it gets 126,000 likes already. Let that sit in, y'all. Let that sit in. That is absolutely insane. Right? That is insane, right? That's crazy. It just goes so crazy. It blows up. And then City fans go to the game, and when Arsenal was, when City was up 3-0, they bust out the Arsenal bottle and they start drinking from the Arsenal bottle, saying Arsenal be bottling it. This to me is insane. And I'm going to tell you why. For City fans, guys, they could do stuff like this. They could pull out the bottles and they can be relaxed even when they're 6 points back still with games in hand. You know why? Because if Arsenal wins the league over City, City don't care. Because City has dominated the Premier League for so long that even losing one season don't mean nothing to them. They're like, yo, we'll bounce right back. It is what it is. They're so confident because of having Pep for so long that they don't want one season, whatever. So they're real relaxed. I think the City fans are relaxed. I think Pep Guardiola is relaxed. I think the City fans are relaxed. They've been here before. And I think if they get it, then they get it. And if they don't get it, then they know. And either way, they're in the same place that they've been in. They've been in a place where, okay, is Pep staying for another 3 years? Or is Pep leaving and we're going to get another manager to help us build this thing out? They're in a comfortable place no matter what. They know what they've done over the last decade, and they know what they are, and they know what they're going to be past this point. Where Arsenal, on the other hand, are trying so hard to get over this hump for the first time. They're trying to prove to people that they are a contender. They deserve to be there. They deserve to win this. They're trying to show they are the best team in England. They're trying to prove so much. And on the other hand, you have Man City that have nothing to prove, nothing at all. There's just another trophy that could potentially go into their pocket. So at the end of the day, that's where you're seeing there's confidence oozing from City because no matter what, they've been the team in the Premier League for the last 10 years. And there's this Arsenal team that has been known for the last 5 years to be a team that bottles. And this is where that like is coming back into play. You're seeing Arsenal fans, even with them in first place, 6 points ahead, you're seeing Arsenal fans legitimately turn on the team. I've been seeing people say outside the Emirates that they want Arteta out. I've been seeing them talk bad about Saka. I've been seeing Arsenal fans literally turning on the team, and they're still in first place. A lot of fans have already turned their back on the team and already started calling for people's jobs and players shouldn't play and calling out players. And the season still has a long way to go. All they got to do is beat Man City next week and everything is fine. But there's fans already that's turned on Arsenal. Where on the other hand, you got Man City, which just seems so confident and they seem so relaxed. So this season really feels right now, as of today, and this could change by tomorrow, it feels like Man City's going to win the league. It legitimately feels like Arsenal have no chance going into this Man City game. And the one thing I will tell you that stinks is this. Arsenal played poorly in the Champions League against Sporting. You guys know that. Arsenal fans watching this will agree. They did not play their best ball. They left that game 1-0. So Sporting is about to go to the Emirates on Tuesday or Wednesday. And Sporting is going to try. And if this game stays close, then it's a battle for 90 minutes and maybe even goes to extra time. This is more minutes on Arsenal's legs. And then guess what? They get to the weekend, right? And you got Man City, right? So Man City, I believe, is off this week. No Champions League. They chilling. They relaxing, preparing for Arsenal. Arsenal, on the other hand, have to go play Sporting and have to play it at 100% because the first game, they didn't give 100%. The first game, they didn't play a good game against Sporting. The first game, they didn't try to eliminate Sporting. They decided to go ahead and let it get to the second game. And now we're going into the second game and they about to waste their legs even more before the City game. So City has that in their favor as well. On top of just beating Chelsea the way they beat them, the confidence is to the moon. So City has this confidence of beating Chelsea. City has the confidence of beating Arsenal recently. And Arsenal have confidence of nothing at the moment. Everything seems to be going wrong. You got fans, Arsenal fans calling them out. You got City fans holding bottles. You're losing, you're dropping points at home. You're not playing good in the Champions League. You're not playing good in the Premier League, and everything is crumbling. And all it takes is one win against City, and everything changes. But as of right now, everything is literally crumbling in their face. And like I said, I don't know, guys, what is more of a shock to me, right? Arsenal crumbling, City reviving themselves, Spurs about to get relegated. I got more. The bounce back of Manchester United, that's a real shock value for me. Like that one really, I thought they would do good. I didn't think they would end top 3, which they now have really good potential to end top 3 as long as they have a game coming up tomorrow. And the other one was how poor Liverpool is in a way, right? Like I just didn't think with the money they spent that they could be this poor, right? I did not think that could happen. This season's been a lot of shocks for me. This one, if Man City win their 2 games in hand and beat Arsenal next week, the 2 clubs will be tied on points. We are potentially looking at the most historic meltdown of all time. So here's the thing. I'm going to pull it up for you really quickly so you guys could check this out because I know this because recently I did a video with my cousin where we were talking about this. We did a pretty long video on it. And this was before the game. So today I'm able to talk a bit more about it. I want to show you guys something really quickly. If I pull this up, in England, it goes by goal difference, right? In Portugal, it's the head-to-head. But in goal difference, guys, as of right now, because the way City beat Chelsea, right? The way City beat Chelsea, there is a 5, 6, 7, 8. There is a 3-point gaps in goals. Now, here we go. Let's talk about it, right? Because City have a game in hand, correct? So if City put up, let's just say, a goal or 2 in their next match, let's say they win 2-0, right? Let's just say they win 2-0. If they win 2-0, there's now goal difference of 1 goal, and they face Arsenal in the following weekend. You get what I'm saying? Well, let's change that because they face Arsenal next. So that makeup game won't happen, I don't think. I don't think that makeup game happens for Man City until after, right? So the next game for them is actually legitimately against City. So that there's no makeup game first. So with that being said, let's just say they beat Arsenal 1-0, right? If they beat Arsenal 1-0, the goal difference would be 2. They would just need to win 1 game like 3-0 or something like that, right? For them to actually take the goal difference. Listen, it's a big deal, guys, right? This makeup game, if they can win that game 3-0, and I don't know who it's again, or if they could win it 2-0 and then 2-0 Arsenal or something like that, they can legitimately tie them on goal difference or pass them in goal difference by the time that they're on the same amount of games. That is something to really think about. That's something to really like, because guys, like I said, the goal difference is crazy because I think they go to goal difference. I don't know if they go to goals for first or goals against. If they go to goals for, then it's City's ahead, right? But if they go to goal difference, then right now they're down by 3, but they have 2 games. They got the game against Arsenal and they got the game in hand, right? So that Arsenal game, they could end up pulling that goal difference closer because if they win, then the goal difference will, even if they win by 1, the goal difference is down to 2. So no matter how they do it, against Arsenal, they could pull that difference closer, right? And then in that makeup game, they can really push the goal difference and jump them. So this is legitimately one of the craziest, how do I say it? I don't want to call it a meltdowns, but this is one of the craziest Premier Leagues I've ever seen. This is ridiculous because everything is right there. The goal difference is in their hands. Everything is right in front of City, bro. They beat Arsenal. If they beat them 1-0, then all they gotta do is win like 2-0, 3-0 in their makeup game. And that's easy for City, by the way. And then boom, just like that, they're in top of the league, right? And also on top of that, all being said, I believe the game is at Man City, right? I believe the game is at Man City. So on top of everything going City's way, the game is at Man City. This is crazy. Please get in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you guys feel. But I got to be honest with y'all, man. If this, it's got to be Arteta out. If the choke happens, it's got to be Arteta out, right? I don't think there's just no way to defend it anymore, man. I'm not sure you could defend Arteta anymore if this happens. And I want to see what happens, man, because if City wins, is this how Pep Guardiola walks away? Or does he stay because he's like, yo, I still got it? Like, what happens? What happens if they win it? I don't know. Again, I've been shocked all year, so I'm ready to continue to be shocked. I love you guys, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I appreciate you guys being here and watching. Let me know in the comments down below who you think's gonna win the league. But right now, I'm kind of leaning towards City, which is so crazy because I thought the Premier League was over, bro.